Look at this. Look at this new footage. Look at all those spider people. Hey everyone, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing editor here at Cinema Blend. I'm going to try a trailer reaction for the new animated movie that's coming out next year called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I have not seen the trailer yet, and if you guys have not seen me on screen before here on one of the Cinema Blend's YouTube videos, you can tell I'm an enormous Spider-Man fan. He's my all-time favorite character. I actually wrote a book about the Spider-Man film franchise called With Great Power, and no, this isn't a cheap plug. I just wanted you guys to know this is easily my most anticipated film going into 2023. I loved Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think it is probably, outside of No Way Home, I think the two of them are neck and neck for the best Spider-Man movies ever made, especially for the way that it introduces Miles Morales and kind of proves the notion that anyone can wear the mask, which I think is so appealing about Spider-Man. I haven't seen this trailer yet. Like I said, we're going to watch it together for the very first time. I'm going to give you my pure reaction to it. On the end of the trailer, we will go into a little bit more analysis about things that I got to see in this. Make sure that you hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so that whenever we do a video here on the Cinema Blend channel, you can make sure to keep up to date with it. And if you want to see more trailer reactions to other things outside of the realm of Spider-Man, let me know in the comments down below, because I love doing these. And if you guys want to watch them, we will continue to make them. So without further ado, let's dive right into the brand new trailer for the highly anticipated Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Definitely want to see how far into the multiverse we go with this.
I can hear you being quiet, Mom.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time.
Yeah.
You know, for years I've been taking care of this little boy.
Aw, Stan's cameo. I love that so much. One of my favorite scenes
Making
from the
sure
first movie.
he's loved, that he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants to go out into the world and do great big things.
Not bad, kid.
Great
And
new
what
suit.
I worry about most
I love you, Miles.
is they won't look out for you like us.
Miles! Want to get out of here?
Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets
Look
where
at
he
this new
came from.
footage. Look at all those spider people.
And he never doubts that he is loved. And he never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't
here's
belong
Miguel.
there. You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Leans so heavily into the heart already.
Who do you think you are? Really?
Oscar Isaac's character. Oh my god, this is overwhelming.
We're supposed to be the good guys.
We are. Oh my god. All right, good tease, good tease. That animation looks totally different. I love it. Okay, now I need to see that immediately. Clearly there's a lot going on in that trailer in spurts. But what I want to focus on right off the bat is that I love that the bulk of this teaser trailer leans into the heart of the family of Miles Morales. It's him and his mom. It's her talking about how difficult it is as a parent to sort of watch him grow up and send him out into the world, and will the rest of the world be able to protect him as well as she wishes or knows that her and her husband can. And that's what the root of Miles is. That's what makes Miles different from Peter Parker, is that he has a family, he has parents, he has the people who love him. Yes, Aunt May, of course, loves Peter Parker, and Peter has Mary Jane and all those people in his lives. But the dynamic with Miles and his family is always what set him apart differently from Peter Parker, and I love that Across the Spider-Verse is leaning heavily into that. Yes, of course, we're going to be able to want to pause and freeze frame on the sequences that show Miles and Spider-Gwen running through the multiverse and seeing the various spider people that show up. I definitely for sure saw PS5 Spider-Man with his white stripe through the costume. I saw paper bag head Spider-Man. We get Peter B. Parker showing back up again, and I swear he's wearing a baby Bjorn in addition to a bathrobe, which suggests to me that possibly when he went back and reconciled things with his Mary Jane, that they had a baby, which would raise some emotional stakes for him. Of course, being a multiverse, this might not even be the same Peter B. Parker that we knew from the first movie. It could be a completely different one, because we've been told that we're going to see, I believe the number was either 240 or 270 different Spider-Man characters that span multiple worlds. So there's a ton of things that they can get to. And as you can see, some of the unfinished animation that we saw on a lot of those cameo Spider-Man that we're running past, I'm sure that's going to get perfected as we go through. But the two main other new characters that were introduced, Issa Rae is playing a version of Spider-Woman who we saw. I was lucky enough to see 30 minutes of very unfinished opening sequences to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse back when we were in Las Vegas for CinemaCon. And that sequence, I believe, when Issa Rae's Spider-Woman shows up, she is battling against the Scorpion with Spider-Gwen in Spider-Gwen's universe. It went by so fast that I couldn't quite tell if that was the unfinished footage that I saw from the CinemaCon footage, but I believe that's going to be from one of the opening sequences of the movie. And of course, then Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara, who's going to be played by Oscar Isaac. A great shot of him. I mean, he looks like such a dominating figure. There is conversation about, as you can hear in the trailer, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. Are they actually going against Spider-Man 2099 as an antagonist? We do see a great shot of him without his mask, but the action's kind of limited in this trailer. It's a lot of character development and then very brief looks into the multiverse. The animation looks incredible. It looks unbelievable. It looks even better than it did the first time through. Different, and yet still sort of pulling from what worked so well about the Oscar-winning feature that we saw in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I like that Miles is more of a teenager. When they do contrast him with some of the shots that you saw from him from the first movie, he looks so much more like a kid there. So it's good that they're sort of moving that forward. And I think we're getting at a lot of stuff with his relationship with him and Gwen, as voiced by Haley Steinfeld. So this is a perfect tease. This is a great tease. This isn't like a full-on trailer, just enough to sort of wet your whistle, let you guys know that in June of 2023, we're going to be heading back to the Spider-Verse for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And of course, as we now know, Phil Lord and Chris Miller have already announced the fact that this is part 2 of a 3-part trilogy, essentially, or essentially they're going to have 2 more Spider-Verse movies coming. The third one is called Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm still holding out hope in my heart that means by going beyond the Spider-Verse, they're going to figure out a way to sort of blend animation with live action. I think that would be really cool. One thing I did not see in this teaser, although I'm sure people will scrub through scene by scene to see if Tom Holland's Spider-Man shows up anywhere in here. Do we see MCU Spidey in there, or maybe even a Toby or an Andrew? That would be pretty fascinating to see if somebody can find that. If you see it, let me know in the comments down below of where I need to go see it. I love this. I think this was perfect. This was exactly what I was looking for out of this trailer. Didn't give away too much. Showed me better looks at some of the things I knew was going to be in this movie coming up. And now we have a long way to go until June of 2023 gets here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you guys think of the teaser? What was the coolest thing that you saw in it? Point out some of the unusual spider people that you spotted in the multiverse sequences as they ran past. Again, I want to know from you guys if you want to see more of these trailer reactions. So tell me that in the comments down below as well too. And then to make sure that you don't miss any of our coverage as we are continuing to ramp up to all of the films of 2023, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and keep it right here on Cinema Blend.